Have you ever tried to heal your inner child and you immediately felt like you had to start baby talking yourself and that just felt weird? So you just closed your journal and said, I'm just going to raw dog life? This video's for you. Because these online gurus be like, go outside, hug a tree, talk like you're 7 years old, apologize to 7-year-old you. That is not inner child healing. Hey, if that works for you, it works for you. But that ain't it, sis. So today, I'm going to show you how to heal your inner child. Hey besties, I am Relicia LPC. I'm inner child healer and a licensed professional therapist. And I want to talk about inner child healing because everyone's talking about it, but everybody shouldn't be talking about it. So grab your water, your journal, and your emotional lip gloss, and let's talk about it. Inner child healing is not pretending that you're 6 or talking to yourself and baby talking, things of that nature. It is learning that that's a part of you, that 6-year-old, that shows up anytime, any place, and sometimes ready to pop off. That you are an adult reacting, but it's coming from an old wound or pain. See, that 7-year-old part of you learned this is how love works. If I shrink, or if I nuck if you buck, or if I close off people, this is how I stay safe. So ask yourself, what happens when you ask for help or when you need something? What does your body do? If you had to mature very early or take care of younger siblings, a lot of times rest is very hard for you to do because you feel like something has to be done. If it does not get done, if I don't do it, right? While your inner child is screaming, can we rest now, please? These are a few signs that your inner child is driving. When you're triggered by tone, not necessarily words, but tone. Like if someone says, okay, you start spiraling like, what does that okay mean? Do they have a problem with me? Do they don't want me to ask for help? I just do me right now. Are you triggered by tone? That is not a relationship issue. That's a nervous system issue. Your nervous system is so used to people being hot or cold with you that you just really just rather protect yourself and say, if I'm too much, I'll do me right now. This is another big one. When people do not respond fast enough. Are you Johnny on the spot to respond to people's text messages, but they leave you on red for long periods of time? Even a couple of minutes can seem like eternity with someone whose inner child is driving. So someone texts you back and they're kind of slow to texting you. Do you start internalizing that, is our friendship over? Does he not like me like that? Do you start thinking the worst to prepare you for it? That's not logic. That's a wound that keeps reopening when someone does not show up for you in the same capacity that you show up for them. Another sign that your inner child is driving the show, do you over-explain stuff? Someone asks you one question and you find 11 ways to respond and tell them your point of view. Are you trying to prove that you're telling the truth or prove your worth? This is a telltale sign that your inner child is driving the show. If you ever had to prove your truth growing up, this will ignite something within you and someone asks you just sometimes a simple question. Hey, are you taking off time for work? Are you going anywhere? You might look at that as an interrogation, like, oh, I have to prove, let me show you my Delta line flight miles that I'm going out of town. Let me show you all these different things just to prove that you're telling the truth. And that's not okay. Do you freeze when there's conflict? When I'm working with clients and they say, oh, I don't like conflict. Okay, no one likes conflict, but that doesn't mean you have to disappear when conflict happens. Some people shrink, they disappear, they ghost people. They just do not like any type of conflict. And a lot of times, if you was a child and you dealt with any type of trauma growing up and you could not disappear, best to believe when you become an adult, you're going to disappear because when it's a child, you had no choice to stay and hear the trauma. But as an adult, you're like, I'm out. That's not being chill. That's a survivor mode. You're trying to make sure you're safe just in case something pops off. Where my independent ladies at, or men? Who's the ones who they pride themselves on like, I can do it all? Are you independent or hyper independent? This is the one who I'm going to do everything and complain that no one helps me, but you really don't trust anyone to help you anyways. You rather just do it all because if you do it all, you might be tired, but you won't be disappointed because people are not going to show up the way that you need them to show up. That is your inner child driving the show. That is your inner child telling you, hey, sis, we gonna take care of everything. That way, no one disappoints us. But what happens with burnout and frustration and just tiredness? And sometimes you need to ask for help. Saying that you can do everything is a lonely flex. I'm gonna say that again. Doing everything on your own is a lonely flex. Building healthy relationships with people who you can trust to take care of stuff for you so you can rest or you can do other things is powerful. So let's talk about why even healing is cringe. Why even talking about our feelings is cringe. A lot of us were born in households that emotions it wasn't safe to talk about, or it just wasn't a place for you to land safely to talk about your emotions. So what did you learn? You learned that emotions we don't talk about that. Like they said, we don't talk about Bruno, we don't talk about emotions. So when you try this gentle healing, this be kind to yourself, your body immediately starts screaming, this is embarrassing, this is not where it's at, this is not going to work. Or you hear those old voices saying you're doing too much, or you're too much, or it doesn't take all that. All this negative notions that you are not worth the time or energy to focus on what you need in the moment. It's not cringe, but you know what is cringe? Being your big old age and still not feeling like you're worthy of working on what you need to work on. And I'm gonna say that with a smile. Okay, so let's work on how to heal your inner child without being cringy. Number one, name the age you're feeling when you're triggered. I like to say activated because everyone in mama says triggered, but when you're activated. What age are you? Are you 5? Are you 6? That really tells a better picture of why you're responding the way that you're responding. So if I'm triggered by something or activated and I feel like I'm like 10 or 11, I can go back into my history of what was going on in my life when I was 10 or 11. What was going on? Was it safe for me to express how I was feeling? Was it a safe space for me to talk about what was going on? If you know your family's history, what was going on with your parents? Were they going through a divorce? Were they going through their own spiritual, emotional, physical? You feel small, just not significant, all those different things. That tells me that your inner child is really being activated right now and driving the show. So now it tells you how to handle the situation with care instead of just being like you're too much or it doesn't take all that. Or the famous, what's wrong with you? Reparenting yourself is the next step. Reparenting yourself doesn't mean that your parents did a crappy job. But it is saying that you have learned yourself and you need to handle yourself with care. So reparent yourself is not a long dissertation. Just like with kids, you can't sit here and give them this whole long, drawn out conversation, expect them to digest it. Reparenting is one sentence that could change your life. You're safe now. I believe in you. I'm not going to leave. You're going to be okay. It makes sense you feel this way. You don't have to earn love. You are worthy of the time it takes to figure this out. Yes, it's cheesy, but you know what else is cheesy? Crying in your car because someone breathed too loud at you while you were in line at Target and you felt some type of way. Pick your cheese. Tool number 3, comfort your body before the emotion. The child lives within you. So a lot of times you might need to drink some water, unclench your jaw, relax your shoulders, run around, do something to comfort the body before you try to get all into the mind. Before you get access to the emotion, you need to comfort the body, the inner child within you. Take your hand, put it on your heart, put one on your stomach. You are safe. Take the moment to comfort your body before you try to focus on the emotions. Then the next step, number 4, is help your inner child realize their job description. It's not to fix everyone. It's not to make everyone feel comfortable. It's not to make everyone else happy. So you might have learned that growing up, that it's your job to make sure everyone's good. It's your job to make sure everyone else feels safe. That's never a child's responsibility, and it's not your responsibility. So when you're an adult now and someone's being inconsistent with their love, you're like, how can I fix it? What can I do to fix it? What do I need to do? Let me just enjoy the crumbs they're giving me. No, that's not your job. Your job is not to sit here and eat crumbs and act like it tastes good and you're fed. No, sir, no, ma'am. That's not your job. Number 5, or tool number 5, is Create your own safe rituals. That could be listening to a nostalgic song for 2 or 3 minutes. That could be eating some comfort food. Like it could be like some raisins or something that brings you comfort. Everybody don't like raisins, but something that just reminds you of childhood. Graham crackers, some ants on a log, something that reminds you of your childhood. And if your childhood is kind of shaky or traumatic, think about what your childhood wanted. Like, what did she want? Did she want to be able to go take a long shower with hot water or color, or do something that just was childlike? Go jump rope. Do something that allows your body to just reset itself and ground itself. All this counts because you're teaching your body it's not all about survival. It's about the moment. It's about holding space for yourself and not feeling cringy about doing it. What does healing look like in HD, in 4K? It looks like not texting back as soon as you see the text. It looks like sitting in discomfort sometimes, reassuring yourself that you're okay and not looking for external validation to validate you. It looks like leaving what makes you feel anxious. It's about being in the moment and not rushing through things. It's about not apologizing over and over and over again. Resting without earning it. Healing is when your inner child presents itself and you don't abandon it. You don't gaslight yourself and you don't call yourself overly dramatic. You hold your hand and you say, let's handle it together gently. Hand on chest, other hand on belly, eyes closed. You're safe now. You do not have to earn love. That's reparenting and not cringe. If this video called you out lovingly, please like and follow. I'm going to do a part 2 that's going to talk about how to reparent overstimulated adults. Who's an overstimulated adult? And I cannot wait to share with you guys tools, ideas, and different things to reparent yourself and also to heal your inner child. Save this for the next time you spiral and you need some loving support and your inner child is screaming, are we safe now? And adult, you can say yes. So save this. Have a wonderful day. You be gentle with yourself. All right. Bye.